Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another part of Let's Play Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, the Astra Militarum Commander, where we have leveled up. So let's go to the bridge before we level up to make sure everyone else has got a level as well. Collect everything and let's leave the location. I didn't realize I'd missed loot. I don't know where the hell I missed it, but fair enough, we missed loot. And that's going to be the Christmas Day special, so I hope everyone's having a great Christmas and enjoying themselves and watching, of course, a bit of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Now, if you're watching this early, remember, I record stuff early. Don't get smarmy in the comments. You know who you are. Anyway, so let's see what stats we need. So we could go up to 55 ballistic skill. That could actually be really good. Perception and strength are already really good, and our agility isn't as good as it could be, but I want more ballistic skill. Actually, no, we want more agility because we're going to be starting to use chain weapon and bolt weapon expert. These are available common talents. So, what does dual weapon training require? Actually, weapon combat. Yeah, I'm not really that bothered about that just yet. I think I kind of think I want bolt weapon expert because I would like to, get a bolter for him. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna willingly do that. Don't know if it's the best thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. Your ballistic skill is pretty good, so is your agility, but I want you to get a little bit better at agility. You don't have a chain weapon. Is there a dual weapon expert? Like, can you get better at wielding dual weapons, or what's some other stuff you can get? Better to die for the Emperor. Litany of Purification. All the enemies in the area of effect of Warhammer Furious Recital gain +1 stack of Disturbed effect. Enemies that are adjacent to the devotee gain 2 stacks of Disturb instead. Also, all demons in the area have suffered damage. Ooh, that's really good. Litany of Hatred. I'm going to take Litany of Purification. I think that's really good. Yeah, I'm going to take that. I like that. Good old Idira next. So she precise attack or joint analysis. So what's precise attack do? The next attack at a target by an exploit, the target recover. Target's cover efficiency will be reduced by -5 plus perception times stack of exploit. Okay, so that makes sense. Joint analysis until the opposite next turn, their allies attack also remove exploits and oh yes, that one. That's much better for her. Logic or tech use. I'm gonna do logic because she is gonna be our logic character. Abelard. Weapon skill. Yeah, weapon skill. You've already got good toughness. And I'm going to get you dual weapon. Oh, do you already have dual weapon? You do not have dual. So we're going to get you dual weapon combat because he does use sword and sword and gun. So that's going to be very useful for him. Right. I still don't know where... Actually, do we need to talk to Janris? Let me just see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance today? Have you ever heard of the name Fiery Reckoning? From what I can tell, it is a Voidship of some sort. Janris thinks for a moment, pursing his lips in concentration. I'm afraid it's not immediately familiar to me, your lordship. Please allow me a moment. He starts rapidly tapping on the screen of his data slate. I say, House von Valancius did indeed sign a contract with the owners of the vessel with the designation Fiery Reckoning. There are transactions, a record of the ship picking up cargo from Kieva Gamma. Sorry. Well, this is odd. The data log ends here. Apparently the ship had some interactions with one of the workshops on your industrial world. I beg your pardon, your lordship, but the extent of the assistance I can provide you in that regard, that is the extent of the assistance I can provide you in that regard to this particular matter. I would like to order the shipping and transportation of some goods. Oh, we don't have a merchant for anyone else other than them. But I don't want a flamer. Damn it! I don't have anything. Okay, let's just sorry. I actually want to. I'm gonna do a quick save. I don't know if I want to see what he says. So I would like to replace the portrait of the painting of the late Theodora in my chambers. Hang my portrait instead. Dennis bows obstinately. I'll be done, your lordship. Enough questions. Now I want to go to my quarters and see if it is there. If my portrait is not in there, that's it. We're reloading. My portrait must needs be there. Right, where is it? Where was her portrait? That's the real question. Oh god, that looks 10 times better. Yep, we're leaving me there. Whoa, look at that sexy boy. The majestic portrait painted by a skilled artist greets guests who have been granted permission to enter the Lord Captain's court. That is I was going to quick load. I wasn't actually going to keep my thing there, but that looks beautiful. I'm definitely, you know, keeping myself there. Also, I just realized I don't actually have a long-range weapon. I have 2 short-range. I'm going to replace my shotgun for now with... Yeah, I'm going to put that there. Take the shotgun out. No, that's the chainsaw in St. Drusus. Yes. Type in ascending order. Where's my well-maintained lasgun? There. And then keep our well-maintained lasgun as our primary. Due to the fact that that just makes sense. I'm happy with the armor I've got because it's actually much better than that. What's this? A shock baton? No thank you. Serrated knife? No thank you. A chainsword? Not as good armor penetration, but it does do more damage and has cleave. But I'm pretty happy with my one. I'm pretty happy with my choice at the moment. The vessel stands ready. Good. Where is what's his face? Avan. I thought he was meant to be on the ship, but apparently not. The servitor's T-posing. Run away. It'll kill us all. Agenta?
Greetings.
Okay, yeah. There's nothing else to talk to you about. Perfect. Making sure that we're up to date on everything, because I love talking in these games. I could spend hours just talking to characters, which I do.
Lord Captain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're sorted on all this. So let's go back to the Koronus Expanse and let us continue our way to the Sanctum of the Navigators. Urak V. Lord Captain, reporting the heralds of the Navis Nobilis continue to maintain Vox silence. Perhaps due to Urak V being off limits to visitors, we intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We've also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, as the remains of interplanetary shuttles, perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobili house requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Order the Augured crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear static and Vigdis' measured voice. The officers from the Augur crew perform a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of our readings. We are unable to ascertain that the reactor. We were able to ascertain the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the center module, which means the station has not been abandoned. The question remains, why are the esteemed navigators heralds ignoring us? Contact the station again. I will negotiate personally. The Vox relays the cadent sound of grinding gears and clicking tumbles. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader and the declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. We will not invade a Navis Nobili station without first acquiring official approval. Lord Captain, only the navigators are blessed with the gift of steering ships within Imperium. Anyone else who would succumb to the same nightmarish influence it projects on the crew and vessel. To attempt traversing warp space without a guide is a fool's errand. Forgive me for intruding, Lord Captain, but I feel it is my duty to remind you that Navis Nobili are highly respected citizens of the Imperium, humanity's guide to the warp. The power and the status of the highborn navigator house is akin to that of your protectorate. Persuade them in their hour of need to acquire an influential ally. Well, order the crew to commence docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, but so you'll have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Okay, let's do this. Begin scan. Letters. Go! I'm having so much fun. I love this game. This is honestly probably my favorite game of 2023, which is really upsetting because obviously Baldur's Gate 3 came out, but this just... I love Warhammer so much more. Oh! The blood just is appearing. Oh, chaos is invaded. The eyes.
You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Wretches, you will be consigned to oblivion for your transgression against House Orselio. Immortal Emperor, deliver your servants from peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute the infidels. Not a step further. Master, we have some strange guests on the station. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the peely scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet-black unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind his lower lid in the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Abelard, if you would be so kind. The Central takes a deep breath. Before you stands his lordship, the rogue trader Malachi von Valancius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Koronus Expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that noble-like custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstance on the station, his lordship, the rogue trader, is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In that case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. There's a dangerous glint in the man's dark, shrouded eyes. Very well, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felek Christoph August, keeper of this place. So, you did not arrive to offer support to the traitors. This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Urak V is a holy sanctum for House Orselio, and the path to it is only revealed to a selected few. It pains me to say you're not on the guest list. The navigator looks to his guards and winces. The soldiers are quivering as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clutching their weapons. Why would a keeper of the station command vile mutants condemned... command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Urak V. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire, but he was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp upon those who displeased him. Theobald, I knew, would never have used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the initiated, but I am going to try. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles and have worn the veil between our world and the Imperium thin and frail, at least here on the station. The ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it, or their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station, but I rallied the few who were still followed the light of the Golden Throne to set things right. The Lord Navigator here is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet this station is full of voices and whispers, all trying to break through from the other side, waiting for you to reach out and swing the door open wide. I sincerely hope the influence of the Imperium has not yet affected your body and soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to remain at the station. Return to your Voidship. I need to serve Lady Cassia. If you are not willing to help or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you such a favor under different circumstances, and yet... Felix takes his hand away from his ribcage and notices blood and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia is well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness, but you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the Mistress's chamber, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator's machine spirit. I have one part, and the other was lost during the mutiny. But even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. Why should I help you? You came to this station for a reason. House Cecilia will not be able to help until the current crisis is resolved. But if you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, be it riches, influence, or the power of our navigators. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help to rebuild the rod. The tech priest ceaselessly performed the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. How am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's mage conjugator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. I guess that makes sense. What have you decided? Descend into the Von Valancius line. The woes of your house upset the balance of this power in this part of the galaxy. I will help you, if not for the sake of the Prophet, but for the good of the Imperium. Philip nods curtly. You should hurry then. We will stay here to hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, Road Trader, and may the Emperor's light be with you. Oh, I can't loot the dead? That's boring. What's this? The corpses were mauled by a force. Okay. White, bright, pure color, and is riddled with horrible veins and carry poison fear for its body. Who are you? Why are you crying? The corpses were mauled by a force far beyond any mortal capacity. The faces are twisted in pain, the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tool, and scissory and cutlery. We've got to jump over that.
Bound by the blood of masses.
Got to quickly look around before we decide. We can't go this way. We have to go the other way. Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. Oh, there's some goods up here, though. Good. Yeah, we don't want to lose out on any loot.
Let us walk this path.
Loot isn't just too useful, you know?
An expected result.
Yes, that's right. We vaulted our way to victory. Ooh, what's this? The Lady Navigator statue looks pristine and new. That's really cool. I like that. I also recognize the name Cassia, so I think I know who this might be. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor. Well, you are a strapping lad. You will probably make it for a cycle or three. It has worn down better than me. What even is this point if your brains turn to mush? I mean, rip out my eyes like I almost did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our... Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of the pressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down, Keeper Felix said the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway. Unlike that fish-eyed, be quiet, he might hear you. Well, you know what I mean. He almost busted our heads because someone forgot to check the catering unit. We haven't let in a single outsider in over 10 years, but Keeper Theobald keeps finding things to fret over. Imagine that shrieking if he finds that Keeper Felix didn't make us inspect the hangar after Lord Winterscale's most recent visit. Thrown for a bit, I try to steer clear of the squabbles among the Highborn. Some of Keeper Felix's orders make a little sense. Like the last time he commanded that we cut off communication with Rykard Menoris for a while. Why would he do that? It looks like he grew tired of Winterscale's Scion's visit. But I feel it's always a pleasure to aid Keeper Felix. That's right, if the Highborn have grown tired of each other, let them deal with it. Okay, so it looks like there's definitely a little bit of dissent going on here. Library is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium, from Astra Militarum tacticians to Adeptus Mechanicus generators. Genators, sorry. Servant. Mumbles incoherently. Yep, I feel like that tracks. What's this?
The whispers told
Most of these unfortunate souls took their lives by slicing their guts open wide. That doesn't sound very useful. Some stuff of St. Drusus. Cool.
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Woo! Oh, it's just an auto pistol. Nothing special. Meteorite chunk. Take that. I mean, I'll loot everything. You know me. Mutated flesh sample. Cool.
With each step,
okay, so there are some traitors over there.
my destiny among the stars.
Okay, so we could actually go this way as well. Let's go this way first. Protect the child. Oh, lovely.
Grovel before the faithful.
So we
cross the faithful.
I'm gonna put Adira right there in full cover. We're gonna put Argenta up here, Malachi there, and that's Abelard. Put Malachi there, Abelard up there. The mutants get to go first. Bit rude.
Brace yourself, Abelard.
Oh, there's some up. Wait. Oh, I'm gonna say that must have been brought to life by the warp magic. Right. What do I want to do? That's the real question. Okay, if I go like there, I get to hit him. Oh, wait. But there's a chance. Wait. Concentrated fire. Controlled shot.
The Emperor commands.
Like, I'm shooting in your direction. Ah, if I shoot... Okay, so if I shoot up there, I have a... Okay, so I can't miss him, so about there.
Let this be the warning to
Perfect.
all who oppose us.
Beautiful. That was actually really good. So I don't want to use that because I don't have anyone near me. Oh, it's damage to adjacent enemies near me, or enemies near their allies. Actually, not. That's worth it because there's an enemy next to Abelard. There we go. Mutant commander's now going to charge at us.
To the heretics.
Oh, you son of a bitch! You did exactly what I was about to do. Oh, so he's able to order them before us, I think, because they were not ahead. They were not ahead of Argenta a minute ago. Right, so Argenta. Oh, this just makes a lot of sense. So shoot there.
Without deeds is worthless.
Beautiful, Argenta. Let's run and gun. Gonna run and gun you to here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
We're gonna shoot you, or we can attempt to kill you. I'm gonna try and kill you. Perfect. That leaves the commander alive. Don't think I need to do that just yet. Let's do Furious Recital. Yeah, that's useful. Oh god, there's even more. I didn't realize there was more. That is perfectly fine. I just didn't realize. Okay, Adira, you just moved yourself out of full cover. That's quite concerning. You just did that, but you know there is also a traitor right behind you. So I'm going to put you right there.
Cover me.
We're going to use Analyze Enemy on you.
Anything else?
And then I'm going to use... I'm going to exploit you.
Was that you?
And I'm going to use that.
Anything else?
We don't want to use too much warp because there is obviously a bunch of warp enemies. I don't know what that sound was. There's a bunch of enemies here, so we need to be careful. Charge you.
I will do my duty. One fewer target.
Beautiful, Abelard. Right, Abelard, you are stuck, so let's use... I'm gonna use that there, so I can... Can I hit all three of those? I can hit all three of them, I just can't do damage. You know, we'll do that.
Is imminent.
Yeah, that commander's nearly down, which is great. Okay, good. What I needed to do there worked perfectly. Lovely. I could I've got an 8% chance to hit you, so let's try it.
So shall it be done.
I did hit, but I'm going to use run and gun. I don't want to waste my momentum just yet.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet.
Yeah, I'd rather just straight up get him gone.
Your corrupt way has failed.
Right, so we've got him gone. Now we just need to get rid of these mutants, which, if we're lucky, everyone should put themselves right in front of Argenta so she can just blow them to pieces.
I've suffered worse.
Yeah, you have, Abelard.
This is unacceptable.
Ah, he has to willingly go out of, so we're going to get a attack of opportunity for the first time. Oh, this is going to be, yeah, we have to shoot there if we want to even hit him. There we had a 0% chance against that one. That 0% chance was very good.
Doubt is for the weak.
Revel in some slaughter. And I'm gonna, you know what, let's, oh no, we can use run and gun again, beautiful. The run and gun, we're gonna go next to Malachi.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Take, oh, that was unlucky. Yeah, because I didn't actually realize it was turn next, but I just knew he was the one I wanted to shoot at. Dira. Let us analyze this enemy. Gives you 5 stacks, I suppose. We're gonna go. You're gonna go punch him with your staff. Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything else. It just wouldn't make sense. Let's use joint analysis so every one of our allies can do stuff. Abelard, cut them down.
Took care of this one.
That is not the end of combat just yet.
At your beck and call.
Make you sworn enemy.
Will rule the stars.
Use a good old daring breach. And we'll chuck Abelard over there for a fight. And that is how you win a fight. They had flight. You just take everything for now. Yep. Yeah, we just want to loot literally everything.
Over us.
We can worry about, you know, binning stuff later. For now, we just want to make sure we've got the loot to sell. Gates. There's a door over there.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Yeah, everything's golden, so let's just keep looking. I actually think we attacked. I think like if we'd have gone this way, we'd have been in a much worse position. I think the position we chose was perfect, even accidentally. Ooh, what's this? A Pontius Cephus Gallicus, the training of worthy servants of the court of the Navis Nobili. A good major domo attempts to nurture only the finest flowers in the garden that is their master's life. Therefore, new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with the utmost care, so the garden's trees may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help you separate the precious seeds from the vile thorns to cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. Lesson 1. A faithful servant always makes sure their mistress's rooms and garments are clean. Lesson 2. A faithful servant will never offer their mistress the same dress presented earlier in the cycle. Lesson 3. A faithful servant offers their mistress a glass of fresh water upon waking. Lesson 4. A faithful servant will taste each dish and every drink before serving it to their mistress. Lesson 5. A faithful servant will have mastered the art of styling their mistress's hair. The total time that 5 servants can spend on arranging the mistress's coiffure should not exceed 3 revolutions of the chronometer. Lesson 3. A faithful servant lives for their mistress and gladly gives their life for her as well. And lesson 7. A faithful. Okay, I feel like that's the way of the game saying you just kept going and kept going and kept going. Another navigator flesh sample. Second, what did they say? About those folk on the lower decks, I think enforcers went overboard. You can't keep people around. Can't ground people ground down all the time. Even if they don't kick up a fuss, they'll definitely go crazy.
What is rightfully ours.
Okay, so let's look around. I'm gonna do a quick autosave. Oh. I pity the weak and innocent who have fallen victims to misdoings of others. It is better to fight on the front lines to make that kind of decision have fall to the essential. Essentially, she's saying, sucks to be him, and his decision may have been harsh, but was probably, you know, okay. Protect the child. Again? Combat again? Seriously? I feel like my character had the exact same opinion of me there. I was like, God damn it, another. And he just shot it. That was fucking perfect. Okay, let's look at this.
The premonition runs true.
Mutants throwing holy Aquilia has been carved into their forehead. Traitors are often executed this way. Okay, so they're definitely a dead traitor. Research notes, okay. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growth so we could study the influence of the rebellious Imperium on the flesh of a Nabis Nobili. Just as before, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let's get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea I could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I am lucky I still have my head on my shoulders after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper. We should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All of the data related to this experiment were recorded to data crypt KO40H. I will get back to them later once I am done with experiment H41OK. So we found one of those, didn't we? There it is. Data crypt H41OK. So we didn't find the second one, but we found the one he's currently working on. Having mentioned the chunk of meteorite found by Cubophilic subjects is completely useless, although its shining granules could be used to make new paints for the child. Yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. Apparently that meteorite is absolutely useless. I don't know where we're going. Oh, there's apparently some loot I missed over here. Hey guys, wait. Back this way. Through wherever we're going, there's loot. We missed loot. Yes, we did. There's loot here. And there's the other one. Oh, no, that's H40. That's not 04. What's this?
The duty prevails.
Statue by the famous Calaxian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon, the Magnificent, the 23rd year of this millennium. There's a door. I'm going to go check this door down there as well, because I don't want to, I don't want to get too far into certain, places before I start, looking around. Okay. So that door is locked. Good. That's good. So that means we're going the right way. Means I can keep investigating the way we were going.
With each step, I forge my destiny.
There is an athletics check here, so I'm going to try this athletics check. We're also going to open this door because I know where it goes. Well, that door's locked. Well, we'll just...
Oh, the irony.
Yeah, I have no interest in let's try and clear this.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
We got ourselves some noble silk gloves, which give a +5 persuasion. I think I'm the one who does all the persuasion, and my persuasion I'm pretty sure is garbage. Yeah, we need any help we can get on persuasion. Oh, I'm already wearing gloves. I'm wearing operator gloves. Give bonus to tech use. My tech is crap, so we'll take those off, and I'm going to give myself the noble gloves. They look... They don't look like they suit me, but... Okay, you have the highest tech use, so you can have those really cool looking gloves.
We are bound by the blood of masses.
I am following myself good when I need to. But let's go this way.
That wasn't so difficult.
Ooh, a boatload of goods. I like it. Looks like these goods are all... Ooh. A long las. Okay. A long las, not long las, a long las. 14 to 20 damage, so it's much better. And it's... Oh, yeah, I'm going to take that as my primary. Yes, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So I've got a long range and a short range option. I think that's going to be what I'm going to go for. I mean, I do want a bolter at some point, but, I don't have one yet, so... I'm going to continue being upset about that until I get one.
Told me how.
I mean, I could probably try and find one, or I could just take a bolter, but...
We shall reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Ooh, a note. A rough, bloody sketch. A crumpled piece of paper with a drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster. Painted in fresh blood. Lovely. Ah, the conjugator spirit. The conjugator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. I'm going to awaken the conjugator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The conjugator's inside emits a creak and groan, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually machine spirits do grant you access to the conjugator system. Let's request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Belloc Auxilio, location main hall, status alive. Theobald Auxilio, location upper chambers, status alive. Calomira Auxilio, location upper chambers, status deceased. Alexius, lower stations, deceased. Ramus Estevan, unknown, deceased. The child, location upper chambers. Biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress levels exceed the permissible limit. Status unknown, error. Attention, calming procedures advised. Attention, upper chambers inaccessible. Error, the control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact the station keeper or the Navis Laboratorium custodian. Examine the log. The archive data stored in the conjugator's local data crypt is partially corrupted, but you will still manage to access the residual logs for examination. Let's view Vox report 12AH890. The Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower chain levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The Tech Priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. The officer's speech is interrupted by a shouting and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. The rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. The following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Let's examine the recent entries of the incident log. Report X880. Originator. Classified. Date. Classified. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have the remains reprocessed. Report X886. Originator. Classified. Date. Classified. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in the 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainers resistant to the child's powers. Report X891. Originator. Classified. Data classified. Data expunged. Okay, so someone's trying to hide something, clearly. Let's examine the station's docking log. The log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the last entry. Identity confirmed. Regent Aronto Ocelio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. We'll examine the security and life support logs. The yellow lights above the control panel flicker for life, and a single repeating message streams down the vid screen. Warning: damage in technical compartments A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning: living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning: unable to access station's docking system. Warning: energy regulation system unknown error. The station will transfer over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facilities advised. To view the encrypted data. Something buzzes with the conjugator's metallic gut. Several red lumens light up above the vid screen. Required access level. Security capsule or above. Current access level, senior officer security. Or break through the machine's guardian defenses. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. The conjugator's overloaded processors were unhappily. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the purge control. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands, having been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness, now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Trial, delete, picked, flow, disable access cuts code, annual station controls, delete, activate, shuttle, self-destruct, purge, command lock. Exploring the archives for a while longer yield a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report, mentioning that his security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His command reads: only keepers of the station have access to the life support system. Keeper Theobald has not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that? Return to the list of available commands. Vidscreen blanks. Called Rico Minoris for help. Rico Minoris. The system cannot carry out command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the conjugator's mechanisms. Let's switch the main chamber controls. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start turning with heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirits grant you access to the station's controls. or at least its parts that still obey the conjugator. Open all doors on the level. The conjugator's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirits had fled the mechanical casket. But your assumption is incorrect, as it fills with static, and a few moments later you can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupting, processing error is required. You push a few buttons on the control panel, but the system rebels and keeps resisting your commands. According to the data, the compartment you are trying to open is depressurized. The conjugator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems. According to the report, the door is already open. The door is already opened. The conjugator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active system and pursues the following message. The protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. Door opened. There we go. I'm assuming this is the door I wanted. Yes, it is. Good. We got it open. And, okay, main elevator controls. A few manipulations with the switches make you realize the elevator to the upper chamber is blocked. Activate. Press and query. Confirm. Okay, return. Now we'll step away from the conjugator. We've now got the conjugator is now activated, and done as it's told. There's goods there as well. How did I nearly miss that? And that gives... Oh, I mean, it's not an item we need, but it's definitely useful. Right, let's do a quick save and let's get to our next area.
The divine watches over us.
Heresy fans to enter the walls of this assumed house. It's a black day for Navis Nobili. Ooh. First things first, let's loot everything. And there's the other data crypt. Okay, so we've both got both data crypts now. Caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crutches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. We've got biogel, black water, and unidentified acid. A psi crystal. Okay, we'll take that as well. And another flesh sample.
Damn it.
Someone disrupted this experiment in the most beautiful fashion. It is impossible to determine what was inside. Right. We've got adamantine. More and more servants have been influenced by the Imperium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts with most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyze a reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. The tech breach blessed the data crypt H41OK for the calculated numbers of chrono turns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. The data crypt H40KO malfunctioned over the course of our research. I should remind the technomats to deliver this sacred mechanism to the Magos Dioctos' capable hands.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
Experimental section, the child's influence on the psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Access level, Ocelio T Prime. Experiment H4545-1. Subgroup, lowborn male. The test subject exhibits signs of acute stress. The majority perished of blood loss within a day of being placed into the laboratory chambers due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears, and the body's subsequent replacement of these secretions with the connective tissue of its eternal environment. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chronoturns later. Extensive wounds to the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestine. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to their own internal organs. Experiment 45-402, subgroup lowborn female. A test subject died within an hour of entering the laboratory adjacent to the child's chambers. Most had their tongues bitten off or their jaws badly dislocated. Some test subjects lacked the physical strength to have separated from the rest of the skull. Cause of death, severe head injuries caused by impact in the walls of the floor. H45-45-3. Subgroup, a paralyzed patient who lost the ability to speak due to the shock caused by a manufactorum accident. Male. The test subject noted a tingling sensation in the deteriorated tissue. During Regent Aratono Acelia's visit to the child, the test subject smiled and started humming, most likely to try and carry some plebeian tune, and then attempted to address the servant who brought him food. A lengthy conversation was prohibited due to the servant's lack of a tongue. So, experiment H45-45-4. Subgroup, a defective offspring of Lord P. Ocelio, pronounced unfit for studying the high art of navigation, owing to the mutation of tissues required for installation of the obligatory augments that merge one's consciousness with a vessel. Additionally, they display an overall feebleness of mind, female. The test subject mirrored the child's actions for 3 days. On the 4th day, the child became more upset hearing the news about the untimely demise of Amos Cantarelli, an officer of her personal guard. As a result, one of the test subjects peeled away several layers of tissue from her face and died of the resulting massive heart attack. The last surviving test subject was a child executed for attempting to contact the child. Okay. So... Oh, fuck. Okay, so we remade... So wait, is there nothing else? Tissue flask? We want to put... Wait. Get a save here. We'll put that one, isn't it? Biogel? And then the reagent was... Don't I have the adamantine? Oh, we haven't crushed it.
This is out of the ordinary.
Blew up. Wait, what's the there we go, Fate. I just want to quickly reload that because I want to test it. This is less for me trying to save. It's got more just because I'm interested to see what happens if we do it right. What about the mutated flesh? Or the... Well, let's do the navigator's sample. We want that one still. What about Blackwater then? And then we obviously need to redo the transducer thing. Use a psi crystal.
The Emperor gave me a vision.
I don't know if we're doing this right or even... That would be a no. After all, this is what this power of save scumming was for.
Know your duty.
Okay, we'll do the adamantine.
I need to look closer.
What we'll do is we're going to slowly but surely do this. So we're going to keep this normal flesh there. We're going to put the H41 okay. We're going to put the... We're going to do the Blackwater and we're going to do the adamantine. It's not that one. So we're going to change the adamantine out. I'm going to crush all of the stuff quickly. So let's do that.
This is out of the ordinary.
Adamantine's done. We're going to crush the meteorite chunk.
With each step,
And then we'll crush
I
Psi
forge
Crystal.
my destiny among the stars.
A quick save there. Right, so we're going to try... So we've got the human flesh, the normal flesh, the HK 41. We're going to use the Blackwater again, and we're going to use the meteorite chunk this time. Turns out that was wrong. Alright, we've got another 10 minutes of this part to figure out the rest. Okay. So it's still HK41 we're going to do. We'll try the biogel now. Actually, no, we'll still try the black gel. And then we'll try... I don't think I've tried that one, have I? Oh, we have now. So we've tried all of the different... Okay, so you know what? This... I feel like this is going to take way too fucking long. Oh, minute. Let me... I mean, which one of these was it? Okay, so the meteorite is completely useless. So we don't need the meteorite. The adamantine protects a little bit. Okay. Okay, so it's not that one. What about this one? Okay, so try the mutated flesh quickly. Also, I'm going to quick do another save here so we're facing this way so next time I don't have to waste as much time. Got the mutated flesh. We want to use 41 okay. Wants us to use... Doesn't want us to use acid, I believe. So we'll try the black water. And we'll use the crystal dust. Nope, not that one. Got a few more tries in me before I decide to give up. Was that the mutated flesh? No. Mutated flesh. Okay, 41. Try the biogel. Crystal. There we go.
Stay faithful, and you will be rewarded.
Adaptive antidote. Grants immunity to toxic. Fuck yeah, that's a win. Well, let's go. I'm happy with.
What is rightfully
I'll do a
ours.
quick save there. Oh my god! Wait, there's loot. Where's the loot? That's not loot game. You lied to me. The T-posing. Run away.
So to find what
As they say.
is over us.
Whenever they're T-posing, you must run.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Right. I think what I'm going to do, as much as I want to continue on, I feel like I'm going to end it here, because if we keep going, we may get sucked into a long cutscene. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, please do follow me on YouTube. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a share. But most importantly, guys, stay safe. Have a good Christmas day. And join the channel membership if you're interested, and I'll see you in the next one. See you guys then.